Psychologists have demonstrated that when adults read news stories or transcripts of fiction, they remember more of the content than if they listen to identical pieces. Researchers found similar results with university students reading an article versus listening to a podcast of the text. A related study confirms that students do more mind wandering when listening to audio than when reading. Knowing that and probably realizing it ourselves, how can we work towards retaining what we learn better from audios? Here's an inspiration from a reading journal. A reading journal is a collection of multiple different insights, ranging from personal thoughts and opinions, and a way to keep track of the number of books and pages read daily, monthly, or yearly, including participating in reading challenges to explore creativity and develop better habits. While some of the podcasts that we listen to may be purely for entertainment purposes, many do take some life-changing nuggets of wisdom from podcasts rich with useful information. Having said that, we don't need to log every single podcast we listen to, but only log the ones that are intended for knowledge gathering. Start by keeping a log. This could be an Excel sheet, although the practice of a creativity journal is usually more enjoyable with an actual notebook. Before you start listening to it, set an intention that we're ready to learn. When we form our own opinions as something to counter, we have a higher chance of remembering and fully absorbing the information. Hit the pause button and hit that rewind button. To make the most of what we're hearing, we've had to learn to give ourselves a moment to stop and consider what's been said. And in some cases, it is useful to hear it again. Treat the podcast as an invitation to further our knowledge, but also to sharpen our views in defense. We don't always have to agree with everything we listen to, and in real life, it can get uncomfortable arguing with someone else's viewpoints, or debating, depending on how you see it. Well, here's an idea. We can argue with our headphones. We can hear ourselves say things out loud and really give ourselves that space to practice the very process of attempting to solidify our views. We might even realize some of them weren't very firm to begin with. And just like that, we'll learn something new. Also, take meaningful action. Write something down from the podcast as an actionable in real life or what you learned. Whether it is in business or self-development, there's always one thing you can take away from it. Write that down in your notebook. Similar to how we might follow celebrities from Hollywood, follow the voices behind the podcast. Get to know their intentions, perhaps even form a connection. They all contribute to helping us pay better attention and absorb knowledge. From time to time, expand out of the genre. Listen to something we normally wouldn't listen to, like podcasts on sex education, or how things work, or comedy. In this world, it is much easier getting out of our comfort zone. Have fun listening, guys.